So you're thinking about moving to Houston, Texas. I'm excited to talk to you today about Tomball, Texas, which is a suburb in the North Houston community. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Tomball, Texas, and why it may or may not be the area you want to move to when you're considering Houston, Texas. So stick around until the end and you'll know whether you should or should not move to Tomball, Texas. If this is the first time to the channel and you're interested in all things living in Houston, Texas and the surrounding suburbs, then subscribe and you'll be the first to know about the current market in Houston, Texas. I'm Erica Sprague. I'm the broker and owner of Lane Realty. I've lived and worked in the Houston area for about 20 years. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I went to Texas A&M, then moved to Houston and made it my home. That's why I love helping people relocate to Houston and around the Houston area. Whether your move is 9 days or 90 days from now, we'd love to hear from you. So please feel free to reach out. Our contact information is in the description, and we'd love to talk to you about how we can help you make your move to Houston as seamless as possible. So we're going to talk about Tomball, Texas. As I said, Tomball is one of the suburbs in the North Houston community. It is about 40 minutes from Houston, and the best way to get from Tomball to Houston is jumping on 249 and taking that all the way to 45 and then taking 45 down into Houston. And so it is pretty easy as far as the route you take. The traffic involved there is a different story, but we'll get to that. So what's so great about Tomball? What's great about Tomball is that it is a historic German town. The people of Tomball really work to maintain their heritage and to keep the community feeling tight, just involved. They really want people to feel like they belong, and they want you to know about their heritage, and they want you to feel like a part of something bigger. So that's really special in Tomball. There are a lot of small business owners who work to keep that community going. You have a great downtown retail area where throughout the year they have various festivals where they do their sip and stroll, and most of the storefronts participate where they open up their stores and they have hot chocolate. It is a great sense of community. So if you're looking for that vibe, there's, like I said, probably around 13,000 people who live in Tomball proper, but then many more who live on the outskirts that is still included as Tomball. If you're looking for that down home feeling with a modern vibe, then Tomball could definitely be a good choice for you. They have great schools. So Tomball ISD is one of the top rated school districts in Houston. And part of Tomball, the Tomball area, is serviced by Conroe ISD as well. Conroe is also one of the top rated school districts in Houston. So wherever you are in Tomball, you know that the public school system you're getting is very strong. They also have a good private school selection. One of the top private schools there is Concordia, and it's just right outside of downtown Tomball. So really easy to get to. Several people from throughout the North Houston communities send their kids there. So it's a great choice if you're looking for private school. The median home value for Tomball is just over $300,000. So it's a very affordable community. It is a little bit more expensive than Magnolia and Conroe if you have been doing your research on some of the suburbs that are in North Houston. And some of that is due to the fact that Tomball is in Harris County, and Harris County is a little bit more expensive than Montgomery County. And Magnolia, Montgomery, Conroe, the Woodlands, they're all in Montgomery County. So Harris County contributes a little bit to that in the higher cost. It's also closer to the city. So when things are closer to the city, your costs can go up as well. If you are looking to rent, the average rental rate is about $1,200 a month. And so that's not too crazy. You do have a pretty diverse population in Tomball. You have the families, you have the young professionals, you have your retirees. All of that just makes for a lot of fun and a lot of variety as far as the types of businesses that are drawn to the community. Tomball has a Lone Star College satellite near it, and this helps keep that young professional vibe because you have a lot of college students who are attending there. It's also not very far from Sam Houston State, which is over in Huntsville. It's not very far from, as we said, Houston, which is where U of H is, Rice, and several other colleges that Houston houses. If you are in that pocket of just young, whether you're in school or you're out of school, Tomball could be a good choice for you. outdoor activities. Since Tomball is considered a suburb, they do value having parks and playgrounds. There are several ponds that are stocked for fishing. You are not very far from Lake Conroe. So if you are looking to have time on the lake, you like to boat, you like to fish, then that's probably 30 minutes, depending on which part of the lake you want to go to. If you just like being out and about, there's lots of opportunities. We have several golf courses. There are disc golf, there's tennis, there's pickleball, which is sweeping the nation, as I'm sure you know. And so pretty much anything you want to do outside is available to you if you choose to live in Tomball. We have national forests that are just a little bit west of Tomball and closer to Conroe, but it's not a far drive. It's an easy stretch to get there. If you like to be outside, Tomball could be a great choice for you. Let's talk about some of the negatives of living in Tomball, Texas. Taxes. Okay, so I mentioned that Tomball is located in Harris County. And because Harris County is considered a more urban county, it is more expensive. And so things like your insurance for your car and your home will be more expensive as well. The good thing here is that Texas does not have a state income tax. So if you are coming from a state that does, just know you're not also going to have the state income tax. And with taxes, we have homestead exemptions. Everyone who owns a home gets a homestead exemption. And that is roughly 20%. Not an exact science. There's a funky formula that the appraisal district uses, but it is about 20% and it varies per county. If you are over the age of 65, you get an exemption. If you are a veteran, there are exemptions available, and that reduces your property tax. So just know that you have those available to you and look into those when you're considering where you're going to purchase your home. There's a lot of traffic. You have a lot of people living in Tomball, and the infrastructure in Houston is just catching up. So these areas have grown quickly and we're just playing catch up. So you're going to have traffic if you're commuting, if you have to be at a job every day throughout the work week at the same time in the peak hours of traffic, then you are going to be sitting in traffic. You could be easily in your vehicle an hour and a half, one way or another, just depending on how far you're going and the time of day. There are commuter options. So if you want to go with a group, if you want to go to these locations where you can park and you can ride a bus downtown, then absolutely you can do that. It's just really what is your preferred method of getting somewhere and what is your tolerance for sitting in traffic? Not everybody can tolerate spending that much time in their car in traffic every day. So it's something to consider if you are looking at Tomball. The Tomball crime rate is actually higher than the national average. And so this is not to say it's unsafe, but when you get suburbs that are closer to the inner city, your crime rate goes up. And that's just a factor. So every community in Tomball is not unsafe. Same types of crime is not happening in every community. When you get ready and you're looking, and if you decide that Tomball is the place for you, then you just want to get online and you want to research the crime rate. And those resources are available to you. Niche.com has them and other sites that are available as well. Just do your research and ask questions and the right place for you will arrive. Also, the weather. If you are coming from a place with a mild weather pattern, I should say, then Houston and Tomball might not be the place for you. We don't have 4 seasons. We have pretty much 2 seasons. We have pre-summer and summer. So what that looks like, January and February are our coolest months, and it does get to freezing sometimes, but it's more common that it hovers between 40 for a low and then 60s. It's overcast. It's humid here all year round. We get a few days or weeks out of the year with a reprieve from the humidity, but not many. So things you can bank on is it's going to be hot and it's going to be humid. In March and April and most of May, it's our pre-summer where we get some warmer temperatures. It's not uncommon for the highs to be in the upper 80s and humid. We are close to the beach. We're just about an hour and a half away from the beach. Tomball is probably just about an hour and 15 minutes. You get all that humidity and heat and wind from that area. So once June hits, it is summer. July is when the real heat packs in, and it's not uncommon for the actual temperatures to be 95 to 100, and then the feels like temperature to be 105 to 110. And so it's just hot. If you're not able to embrace the heat, then Houston or Tomball just might not be the destination for you. And so you definitely want to come into that with your eyes wide open because it's not going to change. These are the pros and cons of living in Tomball, Texas. And I hope that you've learned whether Tomball is a good fit or not for you and your family. If this video has been insightful for you, we'd love for you to watch some of our other videos about the suburbs in Houston and give us a call if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you.